Hi everybody, it's Eve Costarelli and I'm here to bring you what I call Groove and Flow on Wednesdays at the Natick Recreation and Parks YouTube channel. It's a little bit of yoga, a little bit of dance, meditation. I hope you'll enjoy me, and I'll show some adaptations on the chair as we go through this. So let's sit up nice and tall. So as usual, or if you don't know me, I like to do some exercises that are timed to get myself warmed up. So the first one that I'm going to do is we're going to do that special breathing, which is called breath of fire. I don't know if you've ever experienced it before, but it's kind of like sounding a little bit like a choo-choo. So I'm going to come a little closer to the camera for just a moment, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the mouth. My stomach goes in when my breath comes out, kind of like the balloon fills up, I push the balloon and the air comes out. It has a little choo-choo train kind of sound to it, and it's called breath of fire. And what you really want to try to do is to try to do it strong with a good rhythm as fast as you can go. So we're going to have a special arm movement that we're going to do, and we're going to do that breathing for 1 minute, okay? But let's get started here at yoga. Let's sit crisscross so you feel nice and tall and strong, and your belly muscles are lifting up a little bit so you're not drooping or falling backwards, right? So sit up nice and tall. Bring your chin in a little closer to your neck. We're going to just take 5. So I put my hand like this, and as I breathe in, I unroll my fingers. Really helps me fill, and then I breathe out. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really slow down your breath and do it one more time. Awesome. So we're ready for yoga, and we're going to use this yoga practice to make ourselves feel more happy. You're going to feel energized and full of a little spark and pepper and feel good and happy. All right, so we're going to we take our thumbs and we stick them up into the sky, right? And then we open our palms up a little bit like this, right? And then we're going to do that special breathing, and I'm just going to start the timer because we're going to do it for 1 minute. And here we go. So our fingers are stretched up and our palms are stretched open, right? But just the fingers are bent. And now start that breathing. You do your own rhythm. You can close your eyes while you do it, so you can really think about it. Keep doing it. You're doing a great job. We got 30 more seconds. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. A few more seconds. Good job. Take a big breath in. Bring your thumbs together. Don't let go of the hands yet. Breathe in. Stretch your fingers up to the sky, way up high. Really stretch them, and then breathe out like you're feeling a beautiful rainbow above your head. Feel happy and good and positive and motivated. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is spinal flex. And I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see what my body is doing. You're welcome not to change your position. When I put my hands on my knees, I bring myself forward and I roll myself back. But my chin stays in one level. It doesn't go in and out, right? And I'm really just trying to make my spine work in and out. So start with that, right? Breathe in when you go front. Breathe out when you go back. And for 1 minute, I want you to just do your own rhythm. Just kind of move. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I'm just getting that timer started. There we go, right? I'm going to turn back to face you, so I'm pulling back and forth with you. really loosen up your spine, like your spine is a snake that has been coiled up for the winter, like it's kind of just stayed very still while it's cold outside, and now it's starting to wiggle around because it's turning into spring. It really helps to like loosen up your back. Keep going. You have a few more times. Keep going. Keep up. You might go a little faster now for the last part, right? You could really like rock and roll back and forth, back and forth. And see, my chin isn't going anywhere. Breathe in front, breathe out back. All right, breathe in, pull front. So I want you to pick up the bottom part of your body like you're just trying to levitate right off the ground. It helps to pick up your belly button up into your spine. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just sit for a moment and feel the energy. Take a breath in and a breath out. Awesome. We're going to do spiral grinds, grinds. Yeah. So we're holding our knees still and we're going round in circle like this. Forward to the side, back to the side. There you go, around and around. All right. And once again, you can add your breath. Breathe in front, breathe out when you go to the back. Breathe in, breathe out. Make it nice and smooth. Make sure your toes aren't crunched up. Make sure your chin isn't reacting. Just let it be smooth. As I come into the closer to the end, I start to pick up the speed a little bit. So I'm really grinding up in my stomach, getting rid of any negative thoughts, just bad things that are keeping you down and tired. Get that going, crush that up. Awesome. A few more times. That breathing. Coming around to the front, take a breath in, a breath out. And we'll go to the other side, the other direction. So for a minute, you're going now around in the other direction. And maybe you start slowly so you can start to think about the breathing. I breathe in. And I breathe out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And now I'm starting to move a little more slowly, really flowing around and around. Breathing in and out. Coming to the front, taking a deep breath in. Hold your breath, lift up the bottom part of your body like you're trying to lift yourself right off the ground. And release. Take a breath in. And a breath out. All right, so now we're going to do what's called life nerve stretch, all right? So I'm actually going to move back onto my mat. I think I can move back now. Yeah. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to have our right leg stretched out and our left leg is bent close to the knee. The foot is resting close to the knee. I don't want you to pull the foot way up in here. I'd rather it be just nice and loose. It's like a relaxed seated tree, right? Seated tree, sorry. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn our bodies towards our foot and then put our hands gently down on our legs so that both hands can be in the same place in a sense, the same level. And now you want to move your hands a little more forward till you find a little stretch. Tuck your chin in a little bit, drop your chin down, and then you're going to do that special breathing. Ready? Breath of fire. Go. Breathe in. Keep going. Close your eyes if you want. Keep going. You got 10 more seconds. Ready? Take a deep breath in with your nose. Hold your breath. Lift up like you're trying to lift your body up off the ground so your belly button is rising up to your spine. Keep your chin level. And release. And let's do the other side. So I stretch out my left leg and I bend my right leg so it's in a comfortable bent position. I turn my body towards the foot that's in front of me and I put my hands gently down on my leg. And then I slowly reach them forward until I find a comfortable stretching position for myself. And then I start my special breathing. I can also do that breathing with my nose. Keep going. Keep going. A few more times. Good. Take a breath in. Kick your belly button up, 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 like you're trying to roll your belly button up into the spine. There we go, which is our backbone. And release. And sit up. All right, we're going to come to hands and knees, and we're going to do cat and cow pose. And what that is, I'm going to set that up. First, we're going to start. We're going to put our hands, I'm going to turn this off here. I put my hands on my mat or the ground in front of me, and they're about shoulder, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, just a tiny bit. And my knees are hip width apart, so there's a space, 2 fists can fit between my 2 knees. Hands down. And what happens is, when I breathe in, I drop my tummy down like this. I roll my chin up a little bit, I lift my tail, and then as I breathe out, I round myself way up, like a Halloween cat. Right? Breathe in, drop your tummy. Nice and smooth. Breathe out, round it up. Breathe in, drop. Breathe out, round. Now we have a minute more to do this exercise, so you can do it as fast or as slow as you feel like doing it. I like to push myself a little bit to get my spine really warmed up. Breathing in open, breathing out closed. Yeah, keep going. Really work your tummy and your back. Really feel how everything is connected. Your spine is everything to you. It holds you up. Keep going. You got 30 more seconds. I'm going to go a little faster now. Come on, a few more. Ready? Breathe in. Lift way up. Lift your belly way up. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Pull your belly button up, 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 up. Breathe out. Sag down, down, down. Let it sag. Let's curl up in child's pose. And what child's pose is when we sit on our feet and the big toes are touching each other, but the heels are slightly open. They're creating like a little seat for you to sit on. I'm going to turn around so you can see my feet. That's what it looks like from behind. My heels are here and my toes are touching, but they're not crisscrossed. Okay? And then what I do is I take a breath in, and then I'm going to roll forward, let my hands rest near my feet with the palms are facing up, and I just curl up in a little ball. And I'm going to sit up and talk to you, but I'd like you to continue to stay in child's pose. Just breathing. Put your focus on your breath for a moment. Feel how when you breathe in, your belly expands and presses into your legs. And then as you breathe out, your knees, your belly softens, so your legs kind of press into your belly. Breathing in, the belly pushes the legs away a little bit. And breathing out, you soften and rest a little bit more on your legs. one more breath in your position. And then breathe out. Nice. So we're going to roll ourselves up now to a standing position. We're going to do some stuff standing up. Okay? So we're going to do just a little series of stretches that, if you can remember them, they're a great way to warm yourself up in the morning, to kind of get your hips moving and your back the way it needs to go. So we're gonna learn it as we go. All right. So we're standing at the top of our mat. I'm not sure. Maybe I should turn my mat this way. So I'm here forward. There we go. That's better. All right. Then I breathe in. My arms go up to the ceiling, and I breathe out. Breathe in, I start to look up at my hands, and maybe I lean back just a little bit. Feel the stretch going back. And then as you breathe out, you're going to roll your bodies forward to touch the floor. You know, like just the fingertips. And my knees are soft. It's okay, I can bend a little bit to reach the floor, right? Then I'm going to breathe in, and I'm going to step my left foot back. My left foot's going back, and I'm going to do what's called a high lunge. And I have my hands right next to my feet, and my back leg is stretched out long, long, long. And I feel my belly on top of my leg. Right? I might even try to float my hands, see if I can balance for just a moment, just like this. Good job. Hold it in. Take a breath in. And a breath out. All right, I'm going to put my knee down. Yep, breathe in. I stretch my arms up to the ceiling, and I breathe out. Breathe in, look up at your hands if you can, and maybe reach back just a little bit. And breathe out, hands back down to the mat, stabilizing. Good. Press in with your back foot so the other foot can step back. And now both feet are in back, and you're in plank pose. And I want to feel like my belly button is lifting itself up, holding me up flat on my belly. Good job, everybody. Hold it for breath in and breath out. Again, keep your belly lifted. Breath in and breath out. One more time. Breath in. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your knees down. Bring your chest all the way down to the floor. We're going to do cobra pose, where we push in with our hands and we roll our chest and neck and head right up off the floor, right? My elbows are close to my body, so I'm not crunching overboard. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in. Push yourself back to your toes. Push up into downward facing dog, which is an upside down. Your hands are down, your feet are down, your tail is way up in the sky. Take a breath in and a breath out. You can lift up your right leg to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Put it down. Lift up the left leg up to the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. Put it down. Look at your knees. Look at your hands, and take a little jump, jump, jump to your hands. Roll yourself up. Breathe in. Arms up to the ceiling. And hands down to your heart. And I like to just do a little crisscross in front of my heart. And I sit very still and quiet and do 3 breaths. Feel your own heart beginning to slow down. Use your breath to help it go slower. Releasing your hands down by your side. We're going to repeat that same exercises, but we're going to do it all on the other side of the body this time. So here we go. We breathe in, arms up to the ceiling. Breathe out. Look up and maybe look back a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit more than the last time. And breathe out, rolling forward, fingertips towards the floor. Bend your knees gently if it needs to help you there. Now you're going to step your, boy, I hope it's right, put your right foot back. We're in high lunge. Remember, the back foot stretching back, and you're right over the knee. Right angle here, right angle, right? Hands are by the leg, floating your hands up, balancing right there. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Put your hands down, put your knee down. Reach up as you breathe in with your hands right above your head, and breathe out. Breathe in, look up to your hands, and maybe reach back a little bit. Breathe out, hands down to stabilize. Stepping back into plank pose. Hold it here. Good job, everybody. We're going to go a little tricky here. We're going to put our left hand on the floor in the middle. We're going to roll out to our right side, and we're going to stretch our arms up to the ceiling. Side plank. Make sure your hips are lifted. Yep. If this is too much for you, you can't do that. This foot, the front foot on the floor in front, so you can still push up with your lower underbody. Good job. I love that. That looks beautiful on me. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm sure it looks great on you. 2 hands down. Roll to the other side. Now you'll see the back of me. Yep. Here I am in the pose without the modification. And here I am just putting my foot in front. It's the same pose. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Rolling back to the front. Plank pose. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, chest down. Breathe up and breathe out. Roll yourself up into downward facing dog. If you can, you're going to take your right hand, slide it towards your left foot, and do a little side stretch here up in your hip there. Yep. Bring that hand back. Your left hand will slide towards your right foot. Like you're looking out under your armpit. And put it back. Put your knees down. And let us rest in child's pose for a moment again. So here we go. We curl back up in a ball. And we just let our breath settle back down. And come to what feels normal for our breathing, what feels comfortable for us. I'm sitting up, but I would like you to continue to be in child's pose for about 5 breaths here. 5 in and outs. Okay, so you can push yourselves up out of child's pose. And we're going to just do a simple twisting pose. So we can have a little extra gentle twist in our back. So we want to do twists very, very gently. You don't need to try to get around to the other side of your body. You really want to just do these twists gently. So we're going to take our left hand and put it on our right knee. And we're going to take our right hand and put it behind us. See how you can see my fingers? Just so it's gently behind your back like you're going to do a special bow, right? We're just holding on to that knee, and we're gently just twisting towards our back hand. Just gently. I'm not wrenching my head around. I'm just letting it gently rest. Take a breath in, and a breath out. As you breathe in, maybe you twist a little more. And as you breathe out, you settle right into that part of the twist. And one more breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to release the pose. Let go of your hands, come back to the center, and just rest here for a moment and notice how your body feels after having done all that exercising and that, especially that twist that just happened. Notice where you feel sensation. And Now we're going to take our right hand and hold the left knee, and the left hand's going behind in like a little, just tucked right behind you there. Might not go all the way to the other side. You might need to just keep it by your back, whatever feels comfortable. You don't want to be hurting. You want to feel good. And then I'm pulling my knee, and see how I'm kind of turning away from you. And that's about as far as I'm going to go. So I breathe up into here, and then I rest. Now I breathe and I twist a little more. And I rest. And one more breath in. And a breath out. Release. Let go of your hands. Sit up nice and tall for a moment. Take a breath in. And a breath out. I'm going to come a little closer now for the last few moments of our time together. We're going to do a special breathing activity. It has 4 parts to it, so you'll need to remember. I'm going to teach it to you. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, right? And our arms will be out by our sides. It can be resting on our legs, And the chin is going to be slightly tucked. And once you learn the routine, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to try to think you're looking out the center of your forehead. So close your eyes for a moment. And if you want, you could touch your finger on the center of your forehead, like between your eyes, right about here. So it's not down here and it's not up here. It's kind of in the middle there between your eyebrows, right? And so you feel that spot. Now close your eyes and imagine you could see your finger. That's where I want you to be looking when we do this activity. So the 4 parts of the exercise are, the first one is you breathe in and out with your nose. So let's do that together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and even and slow. Then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go in and out with our mouth, like we're sipping through a straw, gently. So we breathe in and breathe out. The third part, we're going to breathe in with our nose and out with our mouth. So let's do that. In with the nose and out with the mouth. Then out with the mouth and in with the nose. No, in with the nose, in with the mouth and out with the nose. Sorry, breathe in with the mouth. Start with the nose again. Breathe in and out with the nose. In and out with the mouth. In with the nose, out with the mouth. In with the mouth, out with the nose. Now close your eyes and beam your attention through the center of your forehead, and let's do that exercise one more time. In and out with the nose. In and out with the mouth. Nose, mouth. Mouth, nose. Try it one more time, all on your own, starting with in and out with the nose. We'll all finish together. With your eyes still closed, bring your hands in front of your heart. Rub your hands to make them warm. Put your right hand on your heart, left hand on top. Take a deep breath in, happy, healthy, loving squeeze. Breathe out, arms to the ceiling, Fingers up high, stretch, stretch, stretch. Thank you all so much. And have a wonderful day. Thanks all so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next week.